Shalom, Yasharala. This is your brother Dawudah, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, Rakha. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that ruled well. And salutation and much love for Yahakim pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Alright, this is going to basically be a response video to that guy Daylight and, people like him and, people that follow him or people, our people that follow him and look up to him or, are guided by him in the aspect of that video that one of the brothers, basically reposted, and, I checked out maybe two or three of his videos. Might have just been two videos of him. That video plus maybe one or two other videos, and, to kind of see who this person was, whatever, whatnot. And, I actually came across him some years back, and I don't know how. I think I believe he's a rapper or some shit like that or something like that. But nevertheless, and not really trying to judge this dude too much because, like I said, when I first came across him, homeboy was talking just some stupid shit. Not really on no truth type of shit, but just some stupid shit for an entertainer or a rapper. I think he's a rapper though. But anyway, and plus he got that tattoo in his face. But you know what I'm saying? Not to say the cast judgment like that because hey, he might have a turnaround and a change. There's plenty of men in this truth that have tattoos. They came into this truth with the tattoos of our old life. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Especially the men of the Lord. None of us came into this thing with a clean slate. We all had things. So ain't no telling where his mind state is at now. But watching his other videos, he going off in other areas. But homeboy is still smart enough and wise enough to see what's really going on in reality. All right, and I think that his main problem overall, which would connect all the dots for him, because he see everything, but he just don't understand everything. All right, if he could put a name to these people, all right, because he say, I'm cool with all kind of people. I'm cool with all people. Black, white, blah 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 blah, and even though he openly talk shit about white people, and that was what was spoken about in that video. He said he get along with all people except Jewish people. So homeboy understand and he see what's going on, but he see what's going on, but he don't understand. All right, if he could be able to put names to this, all right, like how he say he get along with white people, black people, blah blah blah, but he don't like white people, right? So he don't understand nothing about confusion of face. He see the spirit of Jake in these people, but he see Esau's skin. All right, so and he confused about that, but he don't understand. But he also know that the damn Amalekites is the worst of the worst bunch. All right, the so-called Jewish people. All right, he understand that, but he don't understand their name to be able to put a name on this shit. Same way with a lot of other people who be into this, where they be blaming these people, those people, and when you watch these conspiracy theories, oh, it's the Rosicrucians, the Illuminati, or these people or those people, these people, those people, it's this group or that group. Like, you motherfuckers don't realize, when white people bring it up, like, well, we could put them in one group, overall. They all white people, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to get even more in depth to that, they are Edomites. That if you just put that title on them, like, all right, everybody involved in this shit at the highest levels making moves and shit, they Edomites. That's who the fuck is doing this. The Edomites. All right? These are the people, but he's not, he ain't been woke up to understand that, so a lot of his other shit is going off. But to address what he was saying, like I said, this is a response to him. All right? Not, I ain't trying to start nothing with him or whatever, whatnot, but, just to give to our people, to feed our people, if you could get this here understanding, you know what I'm saying, it would make a lot more sense to you, all right? And to the people that's following him and looking up to him, because homeboy was saying, he was bringing out, in a, not a sarcastic way, but a way to, I understood his technique of what he was trying to do, all right? How he was saying, oh, man, we hopeless, we fucked, and man, there's no hope for our people, man. We are completely destroyed, and homeboy gave a well thought out, layout of what's been going on, how we being attacked on every sides and how we through, a regular sane man coming, putting all the evidence on the table and coming to a conclusion, like, yeah, we pretty much fucked, we surrounded on all sides, we in this one building where one way in, one way out. There's military surrounding the whole building. They got nuclear bombs on the way, bombers, helicopters, and this and that. We ain't got no guns, no bullets. Yeah, we fucked. You know what I'm saying? A regular sane man can see that. But like Elijah said, look, Lord, open his eyes and show him that there'd be more that be with us than with them. So he don't see what's really, really going on, But, he was saying, and the part I'm harping in on it, what this lesson gonna be about. All right, he was saying we hopeless, speaking out about, he named it so-called black people, but we know the Israelites, and a lot of our people could be in this mind state. A lot of our people are so-called waking up to some kind of truth. All right, they realizing that Esau, Edom is the damn devil. They starting to see the so-called war on our people. All right, that's why you start to see these so-called Black Lives Matter movements and all these so-called pro-black movements to help lift up the so-called black community. This is why you're seeing all these things, because these jakes, they starting to wake up a little bit to something. They notice something. They know that, I don't know what the fuck you put in there, but this shit don't taste right. There's something wrong with this. I don't know what's wrong, but there's something wrong with this. This don't supposed to taste like this. You know what I'm saying? So Jake is on that type of level, all right? But at the same time, we don't want to go out there and to push. We got the answer. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is not a beef or a belittlement towards him. But, I mean, I know that homeboy, he got a decent sized follower. I don't really know how big his following is or exactly what he do. But I'm pretty sure he's an influencer of the youth, all right? And especially being a Jake, I know a lot of Jake, especially in that frame, they crying out for some kind of knowledge and truth, all right? They all want some kind of truth. But, a lot of them, they're not going to come to this truth because they was, 2/3 set up for that reason. But at the same time, there might be some of the elect, a lot of the elect, when we were starving for truth, we was like looking for a damn needle in a haystack in the dark, blindfolded, you know what I'm saying? Hands behind our back, cuffed. All right. We, touching on this, touching on that, dibbling in this, dibbling in that, until we came to, to the Lord woke us up to the truth, So, if there's a minute of the Lord that be among them, his followers or whatever, whatnot, that's looking at this and saying, yeah, man, you right, bro. And then you looking for the answers, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where this here scripture come in. This is our comforter. This is the things that's given. Let me jump real quick. Romans 15:4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right. So this is like our history book and our prophecy book, letting us know what's happening in the future. You know what I'm saying? What's going to transpire, what we got to look forward to, I mean, yeah, there's some bad pictures painted, you know what I'm saying? Like you reading about Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, and you know what I'm saying, the curses we under, we going to be in captivity. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be sweet in your mouth, but bitter in your belly. Once you realize that, like, fuck, hell, I feel like this shit every single day. You see what I'm saying? I had to come to the realization that, hey, man, the scriptures is true, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't care what I want to call myself or label myself. I am a Israelite. I am under these curses. I feel this shit every day. There's no escaping it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? In a carnal sense, all right? In a carnal sense, you know what I'm saying? You in the mindset of, man, there ain't no hope, man. We hopeless. You know what I'm saying? I can totally, how do I say, understand where homeboy coming from with these words. You see what I'm saying? I was in your same shoes too. I didn't have this comfort at first. You see what I'm saying? But the beautiful part about it is, before you even knew you was drowning and you was gonna need a damn life jacket or a floaty or a lifeguard, somebody to save your ass, the Most High had already put that in place for you to be saved. It'd be like, look, nigga, before you started drowning, I already had the raft in the water. In fact, nigga, you drowning in 2 feet of water. You 6 feet tall. Just stand up. I got you. You straight. You ain't gotta worry. You see what I'm saying? So, this is one of the things that we supposed to do for our brethren. This is how we heal and mend and lift up and build up our brethren. Let me read that one more time. Romans 15:4. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience. All right, now let me touch on this word patience. Let me see if they got it in here. Yeah, it's definitely going to be in here. What this word patience means, all right? Because, we got one understanding of patience, but there's actually a different word for patience. They don't use the word I was looking for, but I mean, it's the same definition. They're just not using. I was looking for the word long suffering, all right? But nevertheless, I'm going to read their definition. Steadfastness, consistency, endurance. Okay. In the New Testament, the characteristics of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Piety by even the greatest trials and suffering. All right, so it's nothing. You know, you're not gonna get too high-minded. Oh, I'm too good for this. I'm too good for that. You're gonna just wind up. How do I say? Enduring that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just, hey, I'm gonna just have to take that. You know what I'm saying? Take, like they say, take one for the team. Patiently, steadfastly, a patient, steadfast waiting for, a patient, enduring, sustaining perseverance. All right, so like I said, long suffering. That's a, you know, one word to embody all of these words. You know, you just holding in there. You know, enduring. All right. So Romans 15:4. So for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures, all right, might have hope. All right. So again, this lesson is dealing with, you know, the hopeless, you know, and how Daylight was talking about, man, we hopeless. It ain't no hope for us. We done. We destroyed. Yes, the Most High said was until he gonna press us until we be destroyed. All right. Now, I want to jump to now I want to basically address that, you know, us being the hopeless, you know. So we dealing with all of Israel first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, the northern and the southern kingdom. But we're gonna just say, for his sake, so-called black people, right? So you have so-called all us so-called black people, right? Or the children of Israel, however you want to put it, whether y'all understand it that way or not. But you know, we are the children of Israel according to the scriptures. You know, that's what the Most High called us. But nevertheless, you know, you say there's no hope for us, but what? We got hope in these here scriptures, you know. We both in the same boat, whether we be, you know, or the 2/3 or the elect, we in the same boat. But what's the difference between us and them? We have hope in the scriptures. We have faith in the scriptures. We have something to endure and hold on to. All right, we have hope in these scriptures. All right. So this is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So, you know, I wanted to bring that out for a couple different reasons. All right. So we're going to have faith like the men of the Lord have faith in the Bibles, because our spirit, you know, it's the same spirit, you know, just like how they did, you know, a lot of things that like hope, you know, it's things that it's not necessarily seen. You know what I'm saying? It's things or faith, you know what I'm saying? It's things hoped for, not seen, you know. Those same men did the same, had the same attributes, you know. Same with us. We got the same spirit, you know. Those men stood up for righteousness in the face of evil. Same with us, you know. But also, same in the destruction, you know. Look at the curses. The same things that's written about us in Deuteronomy 28:15 on down to 68 is the same things that we going through. All right. These same words of hope and uplifting and edifying only sound good to the Israelites. All right. What the hell so-called white man need to hope for? He already on top. You know what I'm saying? This is basically words written to an oppressed person, basically like somebody in jail. You know, one day, bro, you gonna get out of jail, bro, and we're gonna go to the mall and we're gonna go buy some brand new cars and some new fits and some jewelry, go get some bitches and ball out. You know, you write those types of words to a motherfucker that's in jail. You don't write that to somebody that's already out balling. You know what I'm saying, man? One day, bro, you know, at least you be broke, you know, trying to come up. But if you're already in that position, you don't write to somebody in that position. All right. Verse 17. If the children, then heirs of power, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, that we might also be glorified together. So, yeah, YAHAWASHI, who the word English calls Jesus Christ, had to suffer humiliation, torment, and basically just being oppressed, you know, and things like that, you know. So we gotta partake in that same thing too. If we want to sit there and be joint heirs with him, if we want to partake in the reward that he getting, we gotta partake in his suffering. All right. And the good part about it all, and the blessed part about it all is, bro, we already even got our stripes. The majority of our stripes, man, we done went through the brunt of it all already. I mean, of course, you know, we got Jacob's trouble to go through, but like the long period of just being beat the fuck down, 400 years of slavery over here, you know, after 70 AD type, you know, actually way longer than that, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, all that shit is over with, you know what I'm saying? We at the end, we starting to collect now, or we about to be in the process of collection. All right, so now all you got to do is endure this last little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm at the age of 30, you know what I'm saying? And all throughout the spirit, I really don't think that I'm going to see the age of 40. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that I would ever live to be the age of 40. Why? Because I believe that the Lord, you know, somewhere between that time is going to send YAHAWASHI back. You know, that's just something that I believe. You know, I don't know when, but I just looking at the world, I don't believe I'm going to live that long. Well, I don't think none of us are going to be here that long. You know what I'm saying? For all that. Not in this time and this space, you know? So we ain't got too long to wait for, you know. You be like, oh, they've been saying the world going to end. We just hope for heaven. We want heaven right now here on earth. Yes, the scriptures say that. We're going to get heaven here on earth. But we got to go through this here process of eradicating this here wicked and this evil. And if your eyes are open and you can see what's going on, hey, man, the so-called white man is being exposed. He getting prepped and primed to be taken up off of his throne. All right, he dusting that bad boy off for us to slide right up into place. All right, if you was able to see these prophecies and to see the things, damn. I don't want to be too long in this here lesson, but Matthew 10 and 24, 23. And he turned to his disciples and said privately, blessed are the eyes which see the things you see. All right, that's the seat that basically, you know, the men of the Lord that's in right now, that's prophesying and telling you all these things, versus what? How daylight is seeing. You know, he see that we fucked up, but he don't see no end game. You know, he just, man, we just done for. We might as well just tap out, bro. Just give up, bro. It's over, bro. It's done for. Now, there's one last breath of air in us. You know what I'm saying? We got one last breath, and with that last breath, we're gonna call on YAHAWASHI and have faith in that last cry. All right. Verse 24, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which you see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear and have not heard them. Now let's translate that into today's times. All right. Many people desire to see us come up out of captivity, better, you know, equality or whatnot for us. But they ain't seen none of that. We see the same thing. We see us coming into heaven. We see all these things. But what? We're going to actually see these things. We're going to actually see these things. All right. These things are not far off. We see these things coming in, the puzzle coming into play right now. All right. Verse 17, Romans 8 and 17. If children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. Verse 18, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So, like I said, man, we done went through the brunt of our punishment already. If you want to look at it on a time frame, like, all right, look, you got to serve out 10 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, 9 years and 6 months, or 9 years and 8 months, or 10 months. All right. 9 years and 10 months is going to be, you know, it's going to be pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you're going to make it. But them last, 2 months? Them last 2 months is going to be horrible for your ass. But it's only going to be 2 months comparably to the rest of your 9 years, 10 month stay. You see what I'm saying? You be like, all right, well, fuck it then. We'll take that route versus, you know, 100 years in prison or indefinite life, you know. So nevertheless, you know, going back, you know, to our suffering right now and the little things that we going through now, because beforehand we didn't know we was Israelites. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody finna shoot us in the back of the head. We don't know when it's coming. We blindfolded. It's not as bad as looking somebody in the eye knowing we finna die right here and there. You know what I'm saying? So continuing on I'm going to read verse 18 again. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed unto us. Yeah, we are waking up to the bullshit, and we so-called hopeless and downtrodden or whatnot. But hey, man, this is a light affliction. Yeah, it's hard. It's easy to say that, but it's really hard to walk that. But just have faith that it's almost over with, bro. And I know you've been hearing that your whole life, and you tired of hearing that shit, and it don't make sense, and it's just all bullshit. It's the white man's religion. Yes, I know that. I understand all of that. But see, you've been given this, you know, you had the veil over your eyes. You know, we could break this all down perfectly to you for it to comfort you. You know, all these things was written aforetime for our learning and our understanding. The whole game plan. You know what I'm saying? I could touch on, what is that? Deuteronomy 30 and I believe 7, talking about the curses befalling Esau. I could show you the statistics out the white man's mouth showing you all this, that his kingdom is fallen. All right. So we almost up out of here. All right. Let me jump down to I'm going to just read it all the way through. Verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Psalms 82 and 6. Ye are gods. I say ye are gods. You are all the children of the Most High, but you shall die as men. All right. But what? We not gods. We don't have power right now. All right. well, you know, the men of the Lord are gaining power right now to wake up the dead and things like that and all kind of other things. But we're not like gods at this point in time. We don't have our angelic bodies or nothing like that right now. And people can see that. Daylight can see that, man. You just a slave. You ain't got no power. You can't do nothing. We hopeless. Yeah, but see, you don't understand that. All right. That's what it says. For the earnest expectation of the creature. All right. That's us. What are we doing? We waited for the manifestation of that new body, that new heaven, that new earth. All right. Of the sons of the Most High. Verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity. All right. Not willingly. All right. But by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. All right. So, yeah, we gods. We was perfect. We perfect before the Most High. We was created we would never really go off, but we was created to go off for this one little time frame. For what reason? All right. For the same reason of him who subjected the same in hope, for our learning, our understanding, our edification, so we can know both good and evil. All right. He set it up this way. All right. We wouldn't have naturally just went off because we wasn't programmed like that. But the Most High did this. All right. It says, for the creature was made. All right. Not that they decided to. They was made subject. We was put under subjection unto what? Vanity, going off, being dumb, being vain. Not willingly, not because we wanted to, but by the reason of him who subjected him. So who subjected us to vanity? The Most High did. All right. And the same in hope. So he also subjected us in hope. He don't want to put us in this position. All right. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. All right. So we was cast into this bullshit, this slavery and all this and that by the Most High. And the same power is going to bring us out into a glorious kingdom, into the sons of the Most High. We got to go through this bullshit. We got to go through the fire to be refined, bruh. So this ain't nothing that we just naturally did because they smarter than us, or we just dumb, or we did like we fucked up by breaking the commandments. But all of this was all the Most High's plans and his controlling and his will. His will be done on heaven and in earth. We couldn't change this no matter how good we wanted to be, no matter what we wanted to do. We was going to go off because the Most High said so. That was his game plan. All right. And the same person who said that is the same person who say he going to redeem us and bring us and put us back on top. So we ain't got nothing to do but to hope and have patience and faith and have hope. All right. Verse 21 again, because the creature itself shall also be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth and pain together unto now. Yeah, we understand that the whole world is fucked up under Esau. They all corrupted. Everybody is just fucked up right now. Everybody is in anguish. Not just the Israelites, but you know, Israel had it worse than everybody else. But look, we know that the whole earth is fucked up. All right, but what? We're gonna wind up changing all this here up. All right, it says verse 23, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. So yeah, the whole world is crying out and everybody out, man, the world fucked up. They got GMO. Yeah, everybody, you know, tripping on something. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people see this and that, see this and that. We in the same boat too, bro. Oh, if y'all God, save yourself, bro. We waiting on that body. So we, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord put that spirit on us so we can do something about it like that, in that type of sense, you know, but until then we fishing and raising up the elect. All right. But we in the same boat as you. We getting the same afflictions that you getting. Yeah, it's true. We're not trying to hide that. But what? We waiting on that adoption. We waiting on that new body. We waiting on these prophecies to be completely fulfilled. But until then, let me read verse 24. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why does he hope for it? All right. Like you ain't going to be hoping to get paid on Friday if you already see your check in your account. You already know that bad boy there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even wait? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know your wife at home because you got her tracked on the phone, a car in the driveway, you just drove by the house, you talking to her on the phone, you hear her in the kitchen with the kids in the background and shit like that, pots and pans. You know she at home. Why would you say in your heart, I hope my wife is at home? You know she at home. All right. But if you don't know what's going on, you like, oh shit, well, you know what I'm saying? Where does this and that at? Or if you can't find your keys, that's normally on your key stand or whatever, whatnot. You're like, man, I can't find my keys. I hope I find them, because you can't see them keys. All right. You know what I'm saying? You don't see us in that position right now, but you see the prophecies coming to pass. So, I mean, you can see it, but the prophecies coming to pass, you know, we're not there yet, but we waiting. All right. Through hope, you know, verse 24, we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why does he yet hope for? Verse 25, but we hope for that for that we see not. Then do we with patience wait for it. All right. We don't see Jake on top right now with Esau in captivity. We don't see, you know what I'm saying, us putting these other nations in subjection right now. We don't see none of this. But what? We have patience, and we hoping for that to happen. We don't see us up out of the captivity of the so-called white man, but we have patience. And we don't see no nation coming to bail us out. Well, we see Russia, but Russia is working on their own agenda and they so-called mind and their media. All right. But so we don't see none of these things happening. We don't see our people massively waking up. We don't see none of these things happening, but we still having hope that YAHAWASHI or Yahweh sent his son YAHWAH to deliver us. All right. But we also see these prophecies coming together. We see the beast hating the whore. We see the microchip coming out. We see the chariots increasing. So, I mean, in a sense, we do see these things. So, I mean, hey, at the same time, I mean, you don't really got to hope for it no more. You just got to sit back and watch the fireworks now. All right. The chariots ain't showing up for no reason. The nukes ain't being built and developed for no reason. Trump ain't pulling out of the international nuclear what is that? The International Nuclear Intermediate Range Treaty, all right? Or the Intermediate Range, you know what I mean? The INF, all right? So let me jump to I could have read the for time's sake. I'm gonna just let me go to this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 19. If in this life only we have hope in Hamashiach, we are of all men most miserable. All right. But so basically, you know what I'm saying? You know how they say we all we got, you know, how do they say, what was that? Fuck, whatever rock band or rap band said that, you know, they had a song or something like that. We all we got, you know. I think that was also in a TV show. But what all we really got is YAHAWASHI. That name. Well, really, the only thing that we got, you know what I'm saying, is faith and hope. All right, that's the only thing that we got. Faith and hope that we can call on YAHAWASHI and he answer our prayers and deliver us. That's it. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that we got. But, you know, truth be told, you know, how they could, you know, Daylight and his people be like, man, y'all just believe in something you can't see. You're right. We live the most miserable life amongst all men. Why? Because not only do we know this truth, you know, it's going to be sweet in your mouth and bitter in thy belly. Yeah, that's one part of it. We can't really tell nobody about this without them looking at us kind of crazy and not believing us or whatever, whatnot. People coming up against us, and also the government trying to kill us. You know what I'm saying? And our own family trying to turn us over to the government. All kind of crazy shit. And then on top of that, knowing you kings and you in a position of a servant, and on top of that, knowing that the people that got you in captivity finna be your future slaves, and you finna be reigning over them, but you can't do shit about it until the Lord come back and give you that spiritual power to do that. All right. And you got to just sit back and take all this shit every day. Esau turning up on you, shitting on you every day, killing your people down, shooting them in the face and getting away with it, lying on you, deceiving you every damn day. And you can't do nothing about it. But go out there with your Bible, get your little video camera set up and preach. Only thing you can do is basically, you know, shout at the top of your lung and bring out prophecies, letting them know that they're going into slavery. That's all you can do, and hope and have faith. We understand that, you know, that's a miserable life. But what? We still have hope and we have faith that, hey, man, the Lord's going to, you know, let me grab that real quick. Revelation, I love this. Revelation 21 and 4. Revelation 21 and 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. All right. So, and that's something, that's what you got to understand. The Most High not with us right now as a whole. All right, he dealing with the elect right now, but you know what I'm saying? He not with us as a whole. So that's why people are so fucked up in this position that we in. But that ain't how it always is. We like the yin and the yang. We go together. You know what I'm saying? We his people and he's our power. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go together. We going to get back together real soon. And we in that time frame where we waking up. All we got to do is get everybody up and get them on the bus. And then we can take off on a road trip to paradise. All right. Verse 4, Salakia. And the Most High shall wipe away and the Most High shall wipe all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. All right. Verse 5, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write these things, for they are true and faithful. All right. Verse 6, and he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst the fountain of water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. All right. So these are things that we have hope and we patiently wait for. That this ain't gonna be, we ain't gonna be living this life forever. All right. We're not gonna be in this predicament and being all fucked up and looked over last and just hopeless our whole life. We're not gonna be like that our whole life, man. The Most High is making moves right now. The Most High is doing things. All right. So so we just have to basically how do I say, endure these things. All right. Let me just read from verse 6. 2 Corinthians 1 and 6. And whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in enduring of the same suffering, which we also suffer. Or whether we be comforted, it is for your consolation and salvation. So, like when I chime in, enduring afflictions for the elect's sake. I endure all things for the elect's sake. Those are some of the things we got to go through living this most miserable life, because we have this hope and this faith in this, and it's all long and drawn out. But yet we got something great to look forward to. Verse 7, and our hope of you is steadfast, knowing that as ye are partakers of the suffering, so shall you also be of the consolation. All right. So basically, you know what I'm saying? We hope for these things. You know what I'm saying? If we partakers of the suffering, we're gonna also be partakers of the consolation, or the prize. You know what I'm saying? The reward. So we're not just hopeless all over human beings, man. Now we got something great to hope for. We got something massively great to look forward to. All right. I had another precept I wanted to grab, but it kind of slipped my mind. But I can bring this out real quick. Matthew 24, I think verse 12. Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right, so we're going to have to go through all this stuff. And let me read verse 24. Or verse 21. And there shall come great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days be shortened, there shall be no flesh saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So look, we got something to hope for, man. YAHAWASHI YAHAWAH is gonna come back. I know the precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. All right, something to look forward to, And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. All right. So that's the times that we living in right now. All right. And when you go to Deuteronomy 28 and you read from verse 15, all right. When you read all these curses, all right. Let me read verse 20, Deuteronomy 28 and 20. Yahweh shall send upon thee curse and vexation, rebuke, and all thou settest thy hand to do, until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. So look, you're gonna be in a hopeless state of mind. You're gonna be fucked up on this side, all right? But we coming up out of that now, Deuteronomy 30 and 7, man. The tables is turning. All right, so that's not to say that we gotta hope for that no more, because we see it happening, all right? So, to daylight and those that follow him, if you see the shit is bad and everything like that, and you understand that this is happening only to our people, there's a curse on our people, hey, that's a good sign. But look a little further. Look at this here truth. This truth is that comfort. This truth is I'm gonna let the scripture say it. I'm gonna close out with that. Romans 15 and 4. All right, this is supposed to be a comfort. Romans 15 and 4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime in these scriptures were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And we hoping, what I'm saying? Oh, one more for your boy. One more for daylight, because you see these white people, so-called white people, is doing this, but they Edomites. All right, Romans 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. So if you can understand this, daylight, check it out. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what we patiently waiting on. This is what we got faith in. This is why we're not so riled up, ready to just off somebody because of that. Because why? We know that, hey man, we got this by a landslide for one, and we also know that the Most High got something greatly in store for us. All right, I'm gonna read Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place in the house of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, or how Daylight said, the hopeless, shall possess them in the land of Yahawah for servants and handmaidens. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So, let me read verse 21. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for their children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. All right. And so, to Daylight, you know what I'm saying, who think that, there's no hope for us, man. YAHAWASHI has got their number. All right. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. As thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. All right. Ezekiel 25:12. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, because Edom has dealt against the house of Judah, the so-called Negroes, and taken vengeance against him greatly and offended, and has greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fear, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power. All right. So, hey, man, it's about to come a rude awakening unto these damn Edomites, man. These Edomites is about to get it, man. These Edomites is about to understand what they recompense is. All right. They ultimately messed up. And this is what we having patience and faith in, that the Most High is gonna redeem his people. He's gonna save his people, man. So, for, like I said, for Daylight and those people that follow him and things like that, man, if you see that we in this situation, man, come to the truth, man. See what YAHAWASHI got to say about it, man. This is the comfort. This is where you need to be comforted at, all right? With that, I'm going to go ahead and close out saying, call halal Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions, defeat and edify the elect, all right? Stay strong. Shalom.